Payback time.
Welcome to another Droid District, everybody. And yes, it's just on the other 12-inch Battle Droid, because I finally got around to getting this. I finally got it at my comic shop, Queen City Comic and Card. Shout out to those guys, they rock. And yeah, I just walked in, and I walked out finally with the 12-inch normal Battle Droid. This thing's amazing. I did review the Battle Droid Commander, but I just wanted to make a separate video on this thing because I can't speak enough on how much I love this mold. It is amazing. It looks stunning. I can't believe this thing came out over 20 years ago and looks this nice. Now, of course, I need to immediately compare it with the Battle Droid Commander. And you may be noticing, hey, this isn't the one you reviewed. It's in way better condition. Yeah, it is. I got a different Battle Droid Commander, and the one that I reviewed, our childhood one, I let my brother have. I allowed him to have it. It was only my No, that was actually kind of our agreement we had. So yeah, I got a new commander, and he got our childhood one. Because he was way more into Battle Droids as a kid than I was. So it's only fair, right? But as you can see, one of the major differences is, of course, the backpack. But also the colors. Definitely the yellow is a major difference. And also, the weathering is definitely a little different on these figures. You can see just throughout the body. One of the biggest differences, though, the guns. The normal one has a gray gun. The Commander has a black gun. I definitely prefer the black gun, but I think the gray one's kind of neat. It's just not as accurate, though. It just really isn't. Other than that, exact same mold, just kind of variation on the weathering throughout the body there. Really great figure, honestly. I do have to make an addendum on the Commander. In that video, I failed to acknowledge that this figure does have this point of articulation. I believe I had to do something in the description or a little annotation or whatever. But yeah, his articulation, he does have a hinge at the neck. He has swivels at the shoulders. He has a hinge at the elbow. And he has a swivel at the bicep there. So you can actually have him holding the gun with two hands. Then you have that. Then you have a little finger articulation. Nothing at the waist. Legs can move forward all the way. Knees can bend. And the ankles can move like that. This figure has been in its box for over 20 years. So the joints are still very nice and tight. Now, one thing you can definitely do, you can have him hold the gun with two hands, because you do have that swivel. It's definitely not the most natural of poses, but he can do it, and he looks kind of nice with it. I definitely do enjoy that. Now, unfortunately, he does not have a slot on his backpack to store the gun. That is definitely a disappointment. That would have been nice to have. However, this backpack and how it connects does reveal that they remolded these figures. He just has the little slot for the command thing right there. You see that? However, the normal Battle Droid, if you remove this, which as you can see is a little harder, has pegs. So they remolded the back. You can see the back on this one doesn't have nearly as much detail as the Commander. So that is a completely new torso. So that's pretty neat. I'm not really noticing any significant size change or any major detail change besides the fact that the back is different. But hey, that's a neat little detail. I do appreciate that they added the details on the Commander there. So just put that back on. Keep your droid how he belongs. And there's that. One thing I noticed, for some reason, this can come out. I don't know why, but it can. Maybe it wasn't glued in all the way. But yeah, it just kind of goes up and down. Whatever. Not really much to say there. He can still hold the Commander's binoculars if you want him to do that. You can just kind of slot it in his hand there. And if it'll stay, because it fell out of the Commander's hand, you can still do that if you want him to, which is cool. Even though that does belong to OOM9. The hands are just on the kind of clips there, per usual. Other things I want to talk about with this guy. I just want to talk about this head sculpt again, because it is just remarkable. I still feel that this is one of the best Battle Droid head sculpts we've ever gotten, especially comparing it to the original Battle Droid here. The tip of the nose just looks like candy corn. It just looks like a tip of candy corn, especially compared to how it's supposed to look. It's just no contest. This head sculpt is way better. I don't know why they didn't just downsize it. I mean, look at that. Look at that difference. I can't believe that that's that different. This looks like candy corn. This looks like a Battle Droid. And then even the newer versions, Like the Vintage Collection Battle Droid still kind of struggled. You can definitely see it's not as good as it could be. But finally, I feel like Hasbro finally went back and made a good Battle Droid head sculpt with the Black Series one. I still feel like this 12-inch one is definitely superior. Just has some different proportions going on and just looks spot on how they looked in the movie. But still, I'm happy they did kind of return to their roots with a good Battle Droid head sculpt. I love this figure, man. It's a short Droid district because there isn't too much to say because I've already kind of reviewed this thing. But I love this figure, I really do. These are definitely some of my favorite 12-inch Star Wars figures. I do definitely plan on getting multiples of this normal Battle Droid and making a security and a pilot. I just haven't gotten around to... Well, I just finally got around to getting a normal Battle Droid. It's going to take a little bit for me to get 2 more to, you know, paint them up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely did. I just wanted to talk about it again. Because it's been a little bit since I've done a Droid District, and I just wanted to talk about this guy. Because I said I would when I got him, and I got him. So here we are. I love this figure. Let me know. I'm curious, what are your favorite 12-inch Hasbro Star Wars figures? Because I don't feel like a lot of people are really into them. I'm really into them. So I'd love to hear what your favorites are. Alrighty. I'm going to go because I'm starting to have a weird, like, burp attack. This happens at the end of my videos for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, I'll let you go. Have a good day. Force be with you. Blah, 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 blah. Roger, roger. That doesn't compute. You're under arrest.